Could you be a trailblazer, or do you think you're just settling, really being conditioned to actually be a settler or not even consider yourself a trailblazer? Hi, I'm Michelle Taylor, and I am going to be doing 21 Facebook Lives in a row. And I want to actually try to awaken you to really connect with the strengths and your unique abilities that actually you may be able to make some money being you. So, hi, I'm Michelle Taylor, and I've helped thousands of people over the years to thrive in all parts of their life. At the moment, I have a program called Making Money Being You, and it's inspiring me to actually really answer lots of questions that have been coming up in the book, in the group, and to connect with you guys in a meaningful way, to give some training and inspiration to those in the group. So I suppose we need to first ask the question, what is a trailblazer? Now, a trailblazer is somebody who actually forges ahead and cuts their own path. They don't follow other people. Other people may be a mentor for them and certainly an inspiration, but they actually, what's the word? They beat, what's the, when they go to the beating their own drum? See, it's very real and very unrehearsed. It's oh, look, let's leave that drum thing right behind and let's move ahead about what's important to you, which is connecting with yourself and what's inside and what needs to come out, and what perhaps what has been latent in you for years, a dream that you may have started and tried but just fallen back for whatever reason. Maybe it's been fears that have been holding you back, or excuses. Now, I wanted to make some excuses for showing up tonight because I haven't done Facebook Lives for a few weeks, and we know whatever is new is really hard to do. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of focus, and your mind wants to keep you safe. And that's why so often you settle in life and don't start doing something new. It's so easy to turn up every day at your job and just get a paycheck. It's so easy to be told what to do. It's so easy just to follow the pack and just do what everybody else is doing. But it's not so easy after a while, because you know that things need to change, because it just feels painful. It just feels like you're not being you. You may not be feeling fulfilled at work. You may not feel like you fit in, or you've just got things that just need to be expressed. Maybe it's a hobby that you want to do part time as a little side hustle, and you're just making every excuse under the sun not to do it. So I'm here to get you ready. So are you ready to take a step forward with that passion project? Pop a little emoji down below if you feel like you're ready to really step forward and not be settler anymore, not to just stay in the herd and just follow everybody else. Are you ready to step forward, even in small ways, to be and embrace that inner trailblazer? So over the coming 3 weeks, I'm going to be exploring different ways that you can do that, and encouraging you and coaching you and even motivating you to take those first steps. Now, you may already be in business and you want to expand in a way that feels more congruent. This may be something that's important to you right now. There's a lady that I spoke to last week, and I asked her permission to share this story. And she is a trailblazer. She does not find it difficult to stand up and really own her voice, own her intuition. She's doing different things, and she's actually doing channeling some artwork and then selling it online. And they're really lovely and quite inspiring. And there's quite a number of them. Like I've felt that real tug towards. Now, in business, she has no trouble standing forward in front of people and saying, hey, this is really kooky. You may not have seen this done before, but this is what I'm inspired to do right now. She doesn't fear judgment. She's actually not even fearing rejection. She's not fearing that it's worth money. She's not judging any part of the process. Hey Rhonda, how you going? She's not judging, and I found that amazing. She has some other blocks that we won't talk about that doesn't disconnect her. Thank you for that big smile, Rhonda. That disconnects her from her path, which is quite unusual. But what most of us find, and what I definitely found, is that I was scared about integrating and talking about different parts of myself. Now, recently I did a summit, and you may have seen the post that I did online. And I spoke, or Sandy, the amazing interviewer, got me to talk about different parts of my life. So I've done lots of things. I first started out in the bank, but then while I was waiting to get into nursing, then I became a nurse, then an intensive care nurse, and I loved it as I was doing it. And but then I started getting interested in energy work and then coaching and health coaching and then psychology. And I taught meditation and I taught Reiki and I taught communication. I did so many things. And at different stages of my life, I didn't really tell everybody else what I was doing. So, I only sort of in ICU, it was only towards the end that I'd be running around giving patients Reiki and doctors Reiki. But I really had to come to terms with it in myself and stop that fear of rejection. And that was a real block for me. And it wasn't until recently, until I did this summit, I realized that I still have this block. That as a psychologist, I can't talk about different parts of my interest, about what makes me different. And what makes me different and unique is what we call your unique selling point. It's actually something that people are going to get drawn to. They're going to be your people, they're going to be your customers. And often we worry about, getting as many people to us as possible. And certainly as a psychologist, I deal with whoever walks in the door. But now, I'm at a stage that I want to integrate all the different parts of me and really unashamedly talk about all those parts with people. And it feels different when you're doing that. It feels like I'm being me. And when you're being 100% authentic, there's less fear, and people pick up on that. They feel like you're not hiding something, because when you're actually hiding something, or you're having these thoughts of negativity or lack of belief or whatever, people do pick up on that. And so really being calm and stress-free is actually one of those important things as well, learning how to deal with that. But now we're just talking about authenticity, and I could just go off on 1,000 tangents, so I'm just bringing it back. So today's really just about an introduction about really connecting again to what makes you different, what makes you being a trailblazer really is listening to yourself and listening and connecting to your path, not anybody else's. Feel free to be inspired by me, but you don't follow me, you find your own voice. And the other thing I wanted to mention today is why I'm starting this on a Wednesday and not a Monday, like everybody else seems to start programs or new things that they want to do on a Monday. So I'm really introducing the idea of stories that we tell ourselves, stories or interpretations we make about the world. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little cough. Thank you. And really what we've created as being very handy in our world, like going back to ancient times, is a calendar. And really all a calendar is, hey Linda, I just spoke about you before, honey. As Linda is an amazing trailblazer, stands firmly, fearless, she's awesome. Now I've lost my thought. What was I talking about, Linda? Oh, time. That's right, as a made up construct. So really a year was made up for harvesting. So we get to know when we plant and when the summertime and when we have to spring, when we have to start, planting, and winters when we got to hoard, and autumns when we got to hoard our food. And so we had a calendar for that to remind us of that. There actually is no thing that says starting a New Year's resolution in January is going to make it more come true. It's actually all in your head. It's the same with Mondays. Oh, yes, I'm going to start that new project Monday, all in your head. What about diets? There's been a lot of research on diets, and the people who say, like when they have that bit of cheesecake, oh, look, I've stuffed my diet up today, I might as well just keep going, and they eat like little oinkers for the rest of the day, and they think, okay, I'll start again on Monday, so they go completely off their diet. It's totally the wrong thing to do. You cannot base your decisions on time. You have to say, okay, I've made a little oops. So like for me, I made little oopses when I did 10 days of Facebook Lives, and then I got really tired. All I needed to do was take a few days off and then just get back on the wagon again. But no, I just thought, no, I've got to start all over again. I've got to start on a Monday, and I'll start all my weeks. Totally made up in my head, a totally made up story. And these made up stories are getting in the way of your business. We're going to explore them. We're going to look at your interpretations, and look at your interpretations about money and about yourself and about who you are in the world and how the world is bigger than you. Hey, Bridie. Bridie is my daughter, and she's actually in the next room to me right now. That's so funny. All right, beautiful people. Now, tomorrow night, I'm going to be talking, thank you. I'm going to be talking about something that I forgot about, but I think it's going to be your really about exploring what's unique for you. I mentioned your unique selling proposition, and we're going to be talking about and really connecting with that. Don't worry if you can't make it live, but if you're ready to really step up into your business, you can personal message me, and we can start to talk about making that more solid for you and start making money being you. So until tomorrow night, same bat time, 7:30 AEST time, I will see you then. And if you've got any questions to ask, feel free to do so. But we're going to be talking about stress management. We're going to be talking about stories. We're going to be talking about, hang on. We're going to be talking about this guy. He is a money thief. We're going to be doing lots of talk about like your stories that rob you of your wealth, of things that you think you can and cannot do. All right, until tomorrow night, dudes and dudettes, I'll see you later.